Welcome to the September 2013 Guitar Journal. The last couple weeks I've been working on my alternate and economy picking kind of stuff instead of the usual pick and fingers hybrid stuff you've seen on the lessons here if you've tuned in before. Like Alright, also kind of cool with distortion, but this time around we're doing more of a shred fast triplets kind of style here, and this is just a short lick that's going to work on some very specific difficult aspects of playing this kind of style. And one thing I want to especially focus on is getting in and out of the more kind of standard picking you might be used to doing in playing like blues and rock licks, like just getting that sort of rhythmic chop and the down picking kind of stuff, that sort of move from the rhythm into the lead playing kind of thing, and then integrate an arpeggio into something like that. So we'll do one example with like alright, so that gets in and out of a blues kind of thing, starting and ending with a pentatonic blues lick there. And of course these are then movable, unlike a lot of the open string things. You're kind of stuck to the key that's created in because of the open strings ringing. So anyway, grab the tab in the info section below the video, and as always, please give us a thumbs up if you dig the lesson, and subscribe to the channel. There'll be more lessons like this coming. All right, that one, the goal is 144 beats per minute, okay? And I want to talk about the tempo thing as being a goal. Context is key here. That's something that would work really well over kind of a pounding straight rock kind of thing. And you want to work towards being able to play that at a specific tempo and use it in context, okay? So in any case, this one, I'm just keeping this in G minor here. You know, everything's based around. And then moving up to the next pentatonic box, so to speak, there. Okay, and that's including those the flat five there, the blues note kind of thing. All right, so those scales should be familiar to you. I'm not going to go through them note by note. I do want to just show you this lick here and what you kind of need to look out for in order to start working on the picking, because this one includes just a simple all right, just going through that one arpeggio there, and it kind of gives it some context. Okay, this is tabbed out for you too. That is all pretty much your standard kind of rock, straight up picking stuff. Okay, and right there we're now starting to switch into alternate picking and then economy picking, aka sweep picking, all right? So when you get okay, coming through out of that, and then practice each one individually. This first one should be pretty easy. And then practice this one separately, starting on the proper downstroke in order to connect it to the other one. And then start this one on an upstroke, practicing it separately too. All right, and that way when you go to connect them, you'll already be prepared to use the proper picking stroke. So that's really the key to kind of getting these worked in. And then I want to suggest to you to start at a reasonable tempo. You know, start like, I like to use the metronome markers. Here's 116. All right, and then work that up click by click until you get up to a tempo that, you know, you feel this will be useful in. Let's say do 144, and really do it click by click. I use the metronome markers. Do 120, 126, 132, 138. Those are sort of the traditional metronome marking tempos. You don't want to go up in just 1 beat per minute. You're just going to kind of mix yourself up like that. And I want to suggest also that you do some crazy jumps up to a tempo that you can't do it at, and just kind of get the frustration out and kind of pick it wild, and then back it off and do it slow again. So 160. All right, that starts to get sloppy there. And what it does for you is it makes it feel then more doable when you get back down to 144. All right, so work on that one bit by bit. This lick is also part of the longer big rolling triplets one that we're going to do in the next section. All right, so practice that one, look at the tabs, and we'll move on to the next section now. All right. That's sort of maybe a little sloppy still there, but I'm working on this as well. This would go in a very fast shuffle if you wanted to really throw some wild shred stuff like that in there. You'd probably get thrown out of the band, but hey, you'd have fun doing it. So anyway, grab the tab and let's go through this sort of section by section, and especially look at the transitions between the different positions and how you're picking there, okay? So the first, it's just starting on it's all G Dorian. Those are your first two triplets. Okay, it's really important, I think, also to practice with some distortion here and wind up hearing if you're getting that too much buzz and dirt from not cleanly rolling off your notes. Okay, practice with distortion and you'll hear if they're not coming clear. So there's a little sweep in here and a little alternate. Alternate, sweep up. All right, you wind up alternate picking on the E and D strings and sweeping across the A. All right, and right here, this is that Dorian note, right? It's the major sixth inside a minor scale. And it has a really tense sound, which is kind of what gives this lick its extra flavor. All right, then we're going into this arpeggio thing that we had in the prior lick too, so this should be old hat to you now. A little buzzing on the string there. All right, that one's pretty easy. The tough thing then is the position shift. All right, so you should really practice the transition, of course, here. And then practice this one as a separate little island for a while. And these are pull-offs. I actually wind up coming up sometimes with the pinky here. Or the ring finger, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to come up with the ring finger. All right, and then you're going to come up here again. And now you're alternate picking. All right, that's all tabbed out, so I won't go through that note by note. That's kind of moving back into typical pentatonic blues lick territory. back to alternate picking. So this is a good one to practice also. Sweep. And changing back into alternate picking. That's also a good one to just work on for your picking. All right. So the transitions. That's probably the hardest section of the whole thing. I'm going to make sure you get that, again, that E. All right, and from there it's just pretty much the usual walk down. And ending on that B to G. A major touch in there is a typical lick ending. Of course, if you were moving somewhere else with this, end it as you like, change it up. Take sections of this and work them into a jam kind of situation. And I can't stress enough that key to getting this up to speed and cleanly played at speed, which I don't have it entirely there yet myself, still working on pushing the tempo up, but it's really started slow. I hope you can hear the metronome here. I got that set at 100 beats per minute, and you're just gonna find your triplets. Okay, and then work through each section and move the tempo up a little bit. Then come back and work on the transition and move the tempo up on the two parts, you know? Okay, that's the first little pair of triplets there. Okay, so you work on those two and get all your hand positions and you're picking nice and firm. I've still got the distortion on here, but I'm backing it off a little bit. Okay, and then those difficult ones, you might want to isolate them so you're not running through the whole thing the whole time, and do like... Okay, all that difficult climb there, work at it slow and make sure, again, picking firm and clean, and then start moving it up. This is like 120 here. Okay, I found myself even just flubbing there, going up high. Okay, that's getting better. So, you know, once I got it there, then move it up. You know, let's go up to like 144 here. Using those metronome markers again. I suggest you move a little slower, but just showing you where it goes. Okay, make sure you got each arpeggio clean. And then... Okay, do each one clean and then connect them. Okay, and then, like I had worked this up to 168. And better. Better. Okay, and then you work on putting the whole thing together from top to bottom. Back to this here. Okay, do that better. All right, you can see I need some practice too, you know. It's not perfect, but the method of getting it up to speed is the proper way there. I would back this off now, you know, a couple clicks, go down to like 152 or something, and work on it. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Again, please do give the thumbs up if you like it. Leave some comments. Tell me what else you'd like to see. And I'll see you next time around for the next set of lessons.